Elvis and Nixon is one of those movies that makes you go, is it really true? You know, like Fargo, how they said that was a true story but it really wasn't. Well, they say this is a true story, but I don't know if I fully believe it. It is based on the most requested picture from the National Archive, which is a picture of Nixon with Elvis Presley. And the story that goes with it, I don't know if it's been corroborated or if it's actually proven to be a true life story. Either way, I found it rather compelling. The basic tale: Kevin Spacey plays Richard Nixon, who is in the Oval Office at the time this movie takes place, and Elvis Presley is kind of having a moment of crisis. He's watching the news and sees the violence that's going on in the world, the drugs that are taking over, things that are just wrong, and decides that he wants to do something about it. So he wants to go and become a federal marshal of sorts. He wants to be able to carry a badge and maybe like catch criminals in the act, people who are corrupting the youth or corrupting the world against the states. He mentions at one point he wants to like arrest the Beatles, which is a strange comment, but there's much more strange things within this movie. So Elvis is played by Michael Shannon, who has a knack for just being absolutely tremendous and the best thing in any movie that he is in, and it's no surprise that he is tremendous and the best thing in this movie. He ties up with this long-time friend and takes him to Washington to try and meet the president on a whim. And he writes a letter on the plane, he walks up to the gates of the White House and hands the letter in and just waits for a response. This movie is more about a time and about two very personable people. You had Richard Nixon, the most famous person at the time in the White House. You had Elvis Presley, one of the most famous people in the world. And these two are like chalk and cheese. They just don't come across as friendly or people who would go in the same circles. But this movie is all about these two guys coming together, discovering that they've actually got a little bit more in common than they thought, and they both want to rally against a subject that they feel strongly about, and they have a connection in the movie. When it finally gets to these two guys having their chat, they communicate very effectively. They have a rapport with each other. They kind of believe in what each other is saying, and they want to do something about it, and you feel as if you like these two guys. They're both the biggest personalities in the room. They're both the guys that would take over a room, and just having them together, it's kind of like a battle to see who is going to work over the other one. The movie is a side story about Elvis's excess, how he can't go anywhere without a handler, somebody with him to look after him, because he's not used to the real world. He's walking about dripping in gold, doesn't have any identification, don't know if he carries any money. It's for everybody else to deal with, and that's where Alex Pettyfer characters come into it. This is his old friend who he's brought with him to Washington, but he can't really run about with Elvis anymore. He's not with him because of the money or the women or anything that comes out. He's got a job, he has a fiancée, he wants to go and meet their parents, which is where Elvis has dragged him away from. And he's having a crisis of conscience as well, because he is a good friend of Elvis, but he wants to go and get on with his life, and Elvis just disrupts that. This is what this person does because of his aura around about him, because of his magnetism. I found this was a wonderful film. It's quick, it's nothing that you're going to rewatch, but for sheer performance and just quirk value, I don't care if the story is real or not. I like the idea that this actually happened, and it's just fun. You've got Shannon and you've got Spacey doing two amazing performances in a fun movie about Elvis and Nixon. What's not to like? I gave this movie 3 out of 5. I rather enjoyed it. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.